Hi everyone, it is Wednesday. It is April 4th, and I went on Google this morning. The first thing I woke up to was a picture of Maya Angelou's face on Google. If you haven't seen it, which you probably have, but anyway, I was like, oh my gosh, today must be her birthday. And then I looked it up, and it is. It would have been her 90th birthday today. So we're going to talk about her in just a second, but I want to talk about this book. Kathleen Rooney's Lillian Boxfish Takes a Walk. This book is so good. It takes place in New York City, and I woke up to seeing it on Facebook. It's coming out in the paperback. So if you did not get this hardback, which you should because I love hardbacks, but anyway, it is out in paperback today. So I will have the link to Amazon to here so you can get the paperback. I just had to, when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to promote this book again because it was that good. Okay. And it's really cool because look at, she has the map of Manhattan and you can see where she walked. So I don't know. I love this book. So thank you, Kathleen, for telling us about that. And now onto Maya Angelou. Okay. She made such an impact in our life. And, I'm 53. So if you're from my generation, when Oprah was on every day, I think she brought Maya Angelou to life for us. I don't know that I ever would have heard of her if it wouldn't have been for Oprah. And, I was like one of those people, 4 o'clock every day. I watched Oprah, okay, for the most part. I was making dinner. I mean, she was a huge part of my life at that time. And she'd have Maya on all the time. And I felt like I got to love her watching Oprah be friends with her. Like, we got to love her. And so, of course, I went on. I wanted to see, and because I know that I never read any of her books. So I was like, I wonder which books I should read. So USA Today came out with an article the year that Maya died in 2014. It was probably right after, actually. And they said they listed like the top must read books by her. Okay. So I'm going to give you the top three of them. First of all, and I didn't hear of this one, all God's children need traveling shoes. This one she wrote in 1986. It was about her experience living in Ghana with her son from the years 1962 to 65. So that made it to the top three. So, and I never heard of it. Okay, the next one, never heard of. Okay, it was written in 1971. Just give me a cool drink of water before I die. And it's her first book of poetry. And I knew she wrote lots of poetry. She's a really good poet. And, Oprah, I think, kind of showed us that. But anyway, and the number one book, which I really did think that it was going to be the number one book, was I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. She talked about it a lot on Oprah. It was written, I didn't realize that it had been written in 1969. And it was about the abuse that she suffered as a child and her story, but I've never read it. I've always meant to read it, and then I never did. So I will be reading that book. It's going on a list of mine to be read. But anyway, so I just had to share that, and I just wanted to see how many books that you've read of Maya's, and you can comment below. I'd love to know what you think your favorite book of hers is. I'd love to hear it, and if you've read any of these, please let me know how they are. And I will be listing the link to Instagram and my Facebook page. You can leave comments there too. So everyone, thank you. And until tomorrow.